foregone conclusion that eventually there's going to be a reckoning there. You know, there's going to be a balance there, because part of the problem is it's good when your currency is weak in a sense, because your exports shoot up and you tend to cut back on your imports because they're more expensive. But you can't do that if somebody out there is controlling the currency, so theirs is always cheaper, no matter what you do. Now, what it also appears is that it's not necessarily directly on us. It's probably affecting the third world more. I know where it's hitting real hard is Mexico. Chinese investments way up in Mexico and control of markets is almost, you know. And so my assumption would be it's happening in other parts of the third world, particularly. You know. They're just sopping it up.
Yeah.
And it's funded by, you know. So what they're doing is they're placing the highest premium possible on the innovation and the skills. They realize you got to have a certain series of skills before you can innovate, right? You can't, you know, I couldn't go out and innovate on the software because I don't know programming, I don't know software, right? I couldn't do that. But they're bringing back people that are trained and lived here, and for startups. And I forget the name of the city. It was 11 million people in the city. I said it's like a dream come true for the startup, the entrepreneurial guy. He says even though they're making good money in Silicon Valley and maybe have good positions and stock options and all of that, the lure is just too great. So I don't know how that's going to work itself out.
There's just so many things going on, and they're all just kind of like a big free-for-all. I mean,
I'm afraid that we're going to hit somewhere a year or two down the road some really rough spots, and it's going to make what's happened up to this point maybe look tame. Now I could be wrong. Maybe it's going to be that soft landing, and it's going to be, you know, unemployment will hit 10, 11, maybe 12, and then it won't go anywhere. It won't go to 15, or it won't go to 20. I think it's a calculated risk that was taken. I think it's almost too late to do anything about it now. And the whole thing is that the skilled worker and the business owner are the ones that are getting royally reamed in all this. All their equity's gone. And you don't see, what you don't see is, you see lip service paid to this entire segment of the economy, you know, that is getting ready to just get hammered in the next several years. And part of that's because of the Chinese control.